Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another beautiful race of the Final Fantasy I Pixel Remaster Any Percent Tournament today. Preucheu versus Nashlax. Two of our titans of the sub 2-hour timer. Already from the beginning, we have to peek, we have to see the strats. Is that Fighter Monk? Black Mage, Black Mage? Looks like. On off standard. That is to be expected. Can't mess around with these two against each other. It's going to be a tight race from beginning to end. I guarantee it. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be so much fun. I am honored to be here to commentate for this race. My name is Lukey Pookie G. I am a newer runner to the Final Fantasy I speedrun, but I've been doing this commentating quite a lot for this tournament, and now I at least know all the numbers, so hopefully I do a better job commentating than I do running. Our runners are in their starting positions, and as soon as they agree amongst themselves in their little secret channel far away from us, they'll get going. While we have the time, I'd like to say a quick thank you to SpeedGaming, as always, the SpeedGaming staff. It's always so great. Their whole system is so easy to use, so great to work with. Really grateful to them and how they've helped out the Final Fantasy I community, able to do these cool races for everybody. Be sure you check out the VODs. A lot of insane races throughout this tournament. We should collect those up, have those VODs somewhere on the Discord. You can also join the Final Fantasy I Discord. We are a really welcoming community. Everyone gives really great advice, and it's an easy run to pick up and a satisfying run to improve on. So I recommend it to anybody. And we're off. All right, vamos a la playa. Me me gusta baila here. The classic in a world cutscene, minute and 56 seconds long for that. We'll watch, hear about how the world is terrible and how we're the only ones who can save it. Really a lot of pressure, I gotta say. The earth is brown, and we want it to be green. The oceans are, I guess, covered in waves, and there's no surfing now. There's no surfing in this world, so nobody really wants the seas to rage. There's not like a big surfing scene right now. Could get it started, but we've decided now better to fix it. Better to go find an octopus at the bottom of the ocean and beat him up. So, no new hobbies. Everybody wants to do the same old thing, and that means we're gonna have to solve some problems for some people. Luckily, we are just going to spontaneously appear in this world. And we have these 4 crystals, nice and shiny. And that makes us the Warriors of Light. No real questions asked. We start off the race the same as always. Gonna hop into the weapon shop, grab a rapier. Hop over to the armor shop, grab some chainmail. And gonna equip those onto the fighter and then take all the clothes off of the monk. Excellent. Optimal. Getting the equip menu within the within the shop, we buy our 2 Thunders, and we head out. Unfortunately, all of the exits are blocked by the military, so we're gonna have to talk to somebody, and they're gonna be like, ooh, sorry, you can't leave until you talk to the king. Is that a crystal I see in your hand? Or are you just happy to see me? Nope. Time to go to the king. A quick little chat. Unfortunately, Nashlax gets that terrible RNG where the guard walks in front of the other guards, so you gotta force him out of the way. And I'll put him just a second behind. See our first random encounter here. Crazy Horse is the one you love to see. Crazy Horse is optimal. Crazy Horse is the only random encounter you can get here that will get you to level 2. You'll love to see it. There's that level 2. Meanwhile, the wolves get you close, but not quite there, and then we go in to the Temple of Fiends, Temple of Chaos, and we go fight Garland. Now, Garland used to be like the captain of the guard for Cornelia, but I guess he just liked Princess Sarah just a little too much. Decided to kidnap her. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. For both of our runners, Nashlax sweating a little bit on that monk. We get the level 3, nice and easy for both runners. Talk to the princess real quick. She's like, all right, let's head on back. We don't want to get any random encounters, so we'll just teleport. And everybody's real satisfied with us. Now, you could just leave, but you cannot leave this room until this woman gives you her old guitar. Like a weirdo. But that'll come in handy. Me, personally, I'm a bass player, so not really much into lutes. I had a buddy who played a mandolin. Is that good enough? How does Chaos feel about the mandolin? We'll just sort of keep that loot on us for, as John, the engineer, says, about 2 hours. You know, with these runners, maybe a little less than 2 hours. Probably an hour 40. And then we'll strum it a little bit, and that will solve any problems we could possibly run into. Kind of like Harry Potter, where they need the music to get past Cerberus. We'll make a brief stop here to refresh our thunder charges for the walk to Preucheu. A bit of a walk. We are finally released from this island of Cornelia because they decided to build the bridge. Gonna take a nice little walk through the woods, through this little field, nice and easy, and then, oops. Gosh, it's a long bridge, guys. Takes about a minute 45 to walk across this bridge. And while you're walking across it, you might as well look at these birds. This floating text. In the original game, you could forget the loot. You can't forget the loot anymore. She doesn't let you leave. You try to walk out that door, she's like, hold up. I don't want to hold this loot. Get this out of here. It's just cluttering up the throne room. Our runners, neck and neck. Line and line. Preucheu a little ahead in XP, but they should both hit their levels for Preucheu. On this walk, we're looking for level 4. Keep that in mind, level 4, it's very important. And we're also looking for not dying, that's a big one. And also ogres, we like ogres. Ogres, yes. Worms and horses, not so much. This cannot be an image of the Four Warriors of Light. Nobody's wearing a hat. All right, pretty easy fight for both of our runners. Preucheu decides not really worth. It's only, I mean, those are, what, 6 gills, 6 EXP each? Not worth the time. It's going to take you at least turns to kill them all. This is a good fight you like. Dragon Swarm isn't going to give you too much trouble. Can hit pretty hard, but it's worth good XP. And that Ogre's worth good XP and good gil. Nashlax on the other side, this one's a little scarier. I mean, you still like all those things, but it can be pretty dangerous. Ooh, quick reset from Preucheu. Ooh, down goes the Monk for Nashlax. Now, Preucheu does like to reset quite a bit here on the walk to Preucheu. Likes to get it perfect. Ooh, Nashlax might want to also reset. No, decides to go for it. You get a lot of gold from, or gil, from the Ogre fight, so it's not impossible to resurrect your team. And you really just need the Warrior to hit level 4. It's nice for your mages to hit level 4, because that's when they get their guaranteed level up. Preucheu getting the exact same fights over again. Hopefully gets through this one without any casualties. Nice. That's a good look for Preucheu. Yesterday in Preucheu's race, did have quite a few resets. Just in this walk alone. Likes to get it, you know, as good as you can get it. Ambush is tough. Ooh, big hit, but might be okay. As long as you don't take any more damage onto that Black Mage. Likely that'll keep going. Nashlax, meanwhile, grabbing the Tempers and then heading... Ooh, down it goes. Luckily, we just had the quick save, so quick reset for for Preucheu. We'll switch over to Nashlax's audio because he's about to fight some pirates. Let's see if we can hear some sea shanties. This isn't like any sea shanty I know. 4 target selection, but at least you're hitting the tanky Black Mage. Looks like that Black Mage actually did get a secondary strong HP up. There's a 1 in 8 chance at each level that you can get a strong HP up. That'll roll between 20 and 25 additional hit points to your character. You start at 25. If you're level 4, that means you get at least 1. But is really going to be feeling it going out onto the ocean with a 25 health mage. That's going to be painful because we just got a ship. Now that we have a ship, we can sail. All right. But now you see health a little more spread out on Preucheu. Only has the 49, so just got the level 4 HP up on both of his Black Mages. Kind of looking for strong HP ups throughout the run for the Black Mages and the Monk. Fighter, we don't really care about. We really just needed to hit the level 4 threshold right here for this fighter. Nothing else really matters for him. Oh, man. And that shark takes a bite out of crime. That crime being Black Mage 1. Just no luck for this guy. Pushes on. Nashlax decides push on. Just a 40 or 50 gil to res at Corneria. This is some empty calorie fight. Hopefully gets through it. Ooh, 2 turns. No problem. Not too bad. Often in a Final Fantasy 1, a game dominated by RNG, somehow this random, quote-unquote, AI will definitely recognize which of your Black Mages is weakest and will just focus them down over and over and over again. Stun locked for Preucheu, decides to just reset it. Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remaster, really generous with the autosaves. Basically, anytime you enter a new area, it will autosave. So, oh, there's a quick error right there. Yep, gonna have to return a title screen. Went to the quick save instead of the autosave. A dangerous fight for Nashlax. Sahagin Chiefs and Sharks hit pretty hard. We know that. We saw a Shark eat Black Mage 1 earlier. But if you can just keep it off of those guys. Oh, we make it through. Real low on that monk. Probably feeling nervous. Decides to push on. For context, we are heading to Elfheim. We need about 1,700 gil. That's what you want to see. 1,000 gil to get a Thundara, and then 400 to 700 gil for sleeping at the inn and buying items. We're about to go to Marsh Cave. Marsh Cave, very dangerous. We need antidotes, and we need potions. Nashlax down to 14 gil here. But grabs the Thundara onto one of his mages. He's going to use that. It's going to make farming for gil a lot easier. Since your Thundara is your first AoE ability, you see it right there. Wipes out anything we fight here in the first go. Smart. He takes the Cobra fight just to get enough gil to go to the inn. He's going to sleep, and we'll see him rush back out there now with a fully healed party, throw out some more Thundaras, get some more gil. We're looking for Buccaneers. Preucheu just a little bit behind, gets a nice sleep at Corneria, also open for Buccaneers. Dude, you hate to see this. This is no good for Nashlax. It feels like a waste of your Thundara. You only have 2 at this point. Oh, I just hit level 8, that, I believe. Yeah, level 8 is when your Black Mages get that 3rd charge of Thundara. Nashlax hitting level 8 on his secondary mage pretty quickly because of how often his other members have been dead. Black Mage death for Preucheu, but he's right there in Cornelia. He's just pop up there and res him up. Yeah, Nashlax takes the flea. Doesn't want to gets this fight twice in a row. Not worth the Thundara. Easy fight to just punch. Thundara, ooh, down he goes. The same weak Black Mage. Now we're up to 74 health, but still we lose him. You hate to see that. It's way more expensive to res people in Elfheim. 200 gil, you're out. Well, this is a good Thundara fight. But he decides to flee it. Regular Sahagin's not worth too much. Sahagin Chiefs. Let's find my mouse. Sahagin Chiefs, we're looking at 105 gil, 105 XP a piece. All right, Preucheu making it through. Probably checking his spell charges right now. Picked up a potion for the Sahagin. Sahagins do have a chance to drop that potion. That's great to see. Heals up, decides to take this fight, and it's a dangerous fight to take. Decides to use the Temper strategy. We picked up Temper in Provoca. Temper gives you plus 14 to attack on anybody you cast it on. Decides to split it, make sure that these monks, the monk and the fighter, start doing some real damage. Big fight for Nashlax, but 9 packs aren't so scary when you've got a Thundara that kills everything. Ooh. No loss for Preucheu. Yeah. Takes a reset. Lost 2 guys in that one. Big scary fight. This one can be dangerous. You could low roll that Thundara and not kill the sharks, but he manages it. No problemo. Did get the rest, so has that 3rd charge on the Thundara. We'll take one more. Ooh, good fight again. Again, looking for Buccaneers, but not terrible to get sharks. They're good for XP, only 66 gil. Probably sitting at like 500 now. Not great. All right, after this This rest will be about 500. I have to push on to the item shop. Let's see what he buys. Ooh, 9 out 85. I'm totally off. Sells his clothes. All right. 6 antidotes, 10 potions, an ether, and then 5 more potions. I love going high on the antidotes. A lot of people I've been seeing in this tournament going about 3 antidotes. That's, you're feeling real lucky if you're just going 3 antidotes. And Nashlax with that weak Black Mage already knows that luck is not on his side this run. And look at that, 2 poisons already. Ooh, unfortunate. Gonna lose 2 Thundars. Probably turn right around. And go back to Elfheim. Yep. You lose those 2 Thundars. You're gonna need the Thundar charge for the Pisco Demons at the bottom of Marsh Cave. So you need at least 1 charge. Has an ether. Did pick up an ether. So we'll probably take a few more fights than we usually see in Marsh Cave. A lot of Marsh Cave you like to run from. Everything in Marsh Cave can either, as I say, can either crit you or poison you. And some things can crit you while poisoning you. Very dangerous. You'll usually see a lot of fleas like that. Oh. And now we're down to those 3 antidotes already. Scorpions are dangerous. They crit and poison. Very dangerous to fight. Can be killed by the Thundar, as we saw, but you can low roll it. And they're worth a lot of XP. So if you get like a preemptive strike, a lot of people like to take it. 225 XP each. Thundar will not full clear the ogres, but you do love to see the ogre chief, also called grogers. I'll call them grogers from now on. That's green ogre. Real valuable. A fight you'll love to see. As John the Engineer says, tent also valuable. I do love a tent play. If you want to take more fights in the overworld, tents give you 200 HP and restore 2 spell charges to each level of spell. Only used in the overworld, though. Ether can be used at any time, restores 1 spell charge to each level of spell. The tent's a good strategy if you want to take more fights, you know, on your walk there, or want to save it for the walk to Astos. We'll see us run from this Scorpion now. Gonna have to heal up. We're gonna need this fighter to take a few more hits. Some nasty bites onto Preucheu. Decides to reset it. 2 poisons? Says nah. Probably bought. I didn't see the buy. I'm actually shocked that he's already here. Didn't see the buy. Must be running pretty light on items. These dang werewolves. Preucheu gets away without any poisons. Nashlax, maybe no poison? Maybe no poison? Ah, does get that poison. Unfortunate. Decides to stick with it. Ah, the fighter poisoned. Yeah, you can go a long time without fixing that. It's not like you can get double poisoned. I like to take the double gargoyles. Also, the double gray gooses are a good fight to take here. Pretty much everything else you kind of want to run from. Oh, double, you know, double spiders. Also take that. Anything you can kill in 1 turn, that's a good fight to take. Everything else is, you just can't afford the risk. Yes, Preucheu deciding too many resets early in the game has decided to just sort of go for it. It's not too far behind. It's a couple levels behind. Oh, 3 levels behind on some of these guys. And is making good use of the quick saves and the resets to avoid poisons. Ooh, good run away from that fight. Bloodbones can definitely kill you, as can the crawlers. Bad turn order for the Nashlax. But just one Black Mage down. He does pick up a Phoenix down at the beginning of this floor, so might just push on through, res that guy. Might keep him dead. It's a classic Black Mage 1. Classic Black Mage 1. See if he reses him now. Alright, he does. Some philosophies are that you don't res that Black Mage now. You're gonna run from every fight anyways. So if he just stays dead, he can't like get hit until you get out of here. It's not like you're missing out on any XP. You're running from everything. It's just more potions to use later, but having that extra chance to flee is good to have. Ooh, Preucheu. Straight down goes that Black Mage. Decides to opt to flee. You can't escape this fight, but it's faster since the Pisco Demon's only physical attack. It's faster than defending to try and flee. Yeah, you can see not a lot of health onto these mages. Must be level 7 then. Didn't hit any additional strong HP ups on Preucheu's side. Doesn't get the next guaranteed strong HP up until level 8. Really is going to want... Okay, it's the level 8. Has the Phoenix down still. You see exactly what I was talking about? Gonna leave that monk laying on the ground. Just gonna flee anyways. Nashlax trying to get this fighter all the way to Astos, and then probably die in Astos if we can help it. I'm a big fan of the dead fighter strategy. Nashlax has pulled it out before. Just getting so much luck with these fleas. Preucheu in fights where everybody's trying to flee. Nobody wants to fight that. Not even the enemies. Now we'll heal up, and we'll talk to Astos, the king of the elves. Oops, gotcha. It's Ashton Kutcher. You're unpunked. He's actually king of the dark elves. And now you gave him the crown he wanted. Way to go, guys. Really messed this one up, didn't ya? Ah, you beans did. Astos can be pretty dangerous. He can cast a few elemental spells that'll kill you, like that. But don't worry, our second Black Mage is now tempered. That'll get him. 46 damage, just 10 more of those. Nope. Okay, down we go. 420 health on Astos. A quick reset for Preucheu when he runs into the scorpions, and the scorpions do what scorpions do. What we're hoping from Astos, a quick haste on himself. He doesn't physically attack too often, so a haste is fine. That slow is fine. Sleep is fine. Dark on your mages is fine. Yep, love to see that. Down goes that fighter. Can't take lethal damage from poison when you're walking, but can definitely take lethal damage during the fight. The slow we don't love to see, but we're already shooting out thunders. Probably all, yep. Done and dusted. There he goes. Pretty clean Astos fight. Now I should expect, from my experience of commentating and casting for Nashlax, this fighter's gonna stay dead. Gonna stay dead until right before the 3rd floor of Earth Cave. We'll see if that's my call. We'll see if I'm right. Ooh, good fight for Preucheu. Decides to take it. Ooh, doesn't have the Thundara though. Ooh, decides a temper strategy, huh? Doesn't get the first turn tempers. That's a little unfortunate. But as long as these ogres cooperate, because we did get the preemptive, might be just fine. Good targeting. Temper is effective. Yeah. Okay. Good targeting again. Preucheu makes it through that fight. Really valuable fight for him, especially with how far back he really is because of all these resets. Does go ahead and res the monk and then cottage. You need the monk up. We need levels on the monk and the mages. Don't need it on that fighter. Oh, wow. Nashlax already proved me wrong, isn't he? Buys the other Thundara that you need. Ooh. Might buy the haste as well. Yes, indeed. Heading over to buy that haste that we need for the end of the game. Don't need it for about an hour and 20 minutes. Hour 10. Just goes ahead and buys the one. I'm a big fan of that. Oh, okay. Okay, good. That guy is still dead. Whew. Thank goodness. Preucheu on to Astos. Got the full team up. Everybody's here. Started to get some good HP rolls. Looks like we got an extra one onto our Black Mage 1. Dark, you hate to see. Some of your hits are going to miss with Dark. Really going to lower the damage that these tempered guys are going to do. Has the potential to, at least. Blind the guy who missed the first Dark. That's good. Black Mage 1 was feeling a little left out, so I'm glad. I could sense it. Quick miss. A little thunder from space. A quick temper. Let's hope for a big hit here. He misses. He misses all of his punches. Ooh, that rare physical attack from Astos. Big Thundara. Down he goes. What a nice Astos fight. Astos just was like, nah, you'll figure it out. You'll get there. I'll wait. Hey, you've been having a tough time, Preucheu. I'm just gonna stand right here. Gonna let you kill me. You can do it. Nashlax, meanwhile, has sailed across the inner sea up to this big cave where Matoya is hanging out. Blind as a bat, but now we gave her the eye we got from Astos. And she gave us, I don't know, a bang energy drink. Like, this is a fair trade. The gift of sight for this, I don't know, for a Gatorade. Seems like a fair trade. Luckily, the Prince of the Elves loves Gatorade. Doesn't wake up without a fresh cup of Gatorade. So we'll sail back across the sea, go back to the elves, hand over this jolt tonic. Meanwhile, we'll chuck some Thundaras, see if we make any stops. Quick little note, Nashlax has switched up his party order. In Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remaster, the first position, so where that monk is standing right now, that's a 50% chance to be struck by single target abilities. The second position has a 25% chance of being targeted. The third and fourth positions have 12.5% respectively. If a character is dead and the single target ability rolls to that position, it will continuously re-roll until it hits one of the other positions. So you're moving the monk up to the 50% position since he's alive, and then it's works out to be about a 62% chance that the monk will be hit, rather than increasing the odds that all three are hit, with that 50% position being vacant. Crazy that you get a fight here. Actually, let's get through it. Quick chat with this guy who just, like, watches the prince sleep like a creepy guy. Preucheu taking some damage on the ocean. Decided to heal up. We got the time. We get the Mystic Key for Nashlax. Now, this key opens all locked doors in this game. We're just going to assume that's what it does. It just opens locks. Okay? Let's not think about the fact that it opens the locks for this sort of space in this storage room in Elfheim. Let's not think about how it opens the treasury in Cornelia. Let's not think about how it opens the treasury in the Dwarf Kingdom. Let's just say that it opens all locks, okay? And this completely comatose prince was just kind of, I don't know, holding it in their pajamas. Give Matoya back her eye on Preucheu's side, and then we're just gonna make a quick detour, just quick. Gonna ask her to look the other way real quick so that we can rob her blind again. Thanks for the potions and the antidote, nerd. I'm off. Nashlax, looting Cornelia. Bunch of good items here, most of which we will sell. We'll pretend, don't make eye contact with the old man. Don't even look at him. Just keep on moving. Welcome, Raiders, from SpeedGaming 3. We're watching Preucheu versus Nashlax in the Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remaster 80% tournament. A tight race already. Nashlax, we see just a little bit ahead. Well, basically one split ahead. A tough start of the game for Preucheu, but Nashlax taking a lot of deaths onto a black mage, not having the smoothest start themselves. Gonna come in here, just looted Cornelia. We'll sell everything they just picked up. Buy some Phoenix Downs, buy some gold needles, buy a bunch of ethers. Gonna go with the 22 ethers. And I'll have some potions. Keep about 1,300 gil. That might be enough to get the silver armlet that he's looking for. It's the only thing I can imagine him saving money for. A run does take about 2 hours. These are two of our best runners. They have posted up times, even within this tournament, sub 2 hours. But with this starting, it's gonna be tough. This looks very similar to the beginning that Preucheu had yesterday, and Preucheu did end at 157. Starting to get some good health rolls, even on that weaker mage for Nashlax, but probably wants to save. Get that silver armlet for that guy, give a little more protection. All right, now we found some nitro powder in Cornelia Castle. We're gonna give it to this dwarf. All he ever wanted for Christmas was just a bunch of explosives. And he's gonna give us the gift of a new canal. Hopefully this one goes more like Panama rather than Suez. This is by far, there's not terrible many cutscenes throughout this run. There's a few at the beginning, and then there's this one. But I have to say that this is probably the most frustrating of the unskippable cutscenes. It just shakes like this for like 12 seconds. I don't need that. I get it. We blew it up, okay? I get it. All right, done and dusted, and then that dwarf just goes off. Has no more dreams or aspirations for life. Has done all they wanted to do, and that was just blow up that little bit of land. We need to blow up that little bit of land because we have a ship from Preucheu, but we're trapped. We're landlocked in basically a giant lake at the center of the world, but we've got to get out of here to go fight the other fiends. So we break that little bit, and now our ship is free. Good fight. Always a good fight. Always love the Grogers. kind of free Thundara charges right now because you're going to sleep in Melmond. Okay, let's see. We're selling all the stuff on Preucheu's side. Both of our runners sold their cottages. It's just the one Phoenix down. The one gold needle. Okay, picks up another Phoenix down. Buy some. Okay. Both of our runners running about 22 ethers. That's what you typically see. We have some runners who run pretty light on their ethers before Earth Cave. But just for context, you're about to play about 30 minutes of the game with no item shop or church to resurrect your characters. So you basically need to buy everything that you're gonna need for the next 30 minutes right there. All right, Nashlax saved some money, had kind of iffy fights. Did get that Groger fight, that might be good. But had kind of iffy fights on the way. Not a lot of gil. We'll see if they go for the silver armlet. They do run up. We stole a bunch of stuff from the dwarves. Gonna sell all that too. Oh yeah, we'll definitely have enough. You need that 12,000 if you want the silver armlet. Buys the one. Gonna put that on his black mage one, I'm gonna guess. Yep. Tosses it right on there. That's gonna give a little bit of armor, a little bit of absorption. Take a little less damage. Give a lot of safety. You need double Faraga because you're about to fight a bunch of undead things, and undead things don't like fire. Fire's scary. And he starts his run towards Earth Cave. I like to set a little bit of context for what we're looking forward to here. We are heading into Earth Cave. Earth Cave, pretty dangerous. Fights can go bad unexpectedly. Even the walk to it is dangerous, I guess. Here's what we're looking for, okay? We will go into Earth Cave. We'll go down 3 flights of stairs. Then we'll come back up 3 flights of stairs. We'll walk a little bit. We'll come back. We'll walk down 5 flights of stairs. And then we'll teleport out. In that time, we are going to need to hit level 15 on our black mages. You need to hit level 15 because that's when you get your 3rd charge of Faraga. We're going to need 6 Faragas on that 5th floor of Earth Cave. Need 6 Faragas. If you don't get enough intellect, you're going to need 6 Faragas and a Thundara. So we need to hit level 15. We are also looking for about 150 or more health on our black mages. We already have one on Nashlax's side that is hit that threshold. The other one we're going to need quite a bit more health. 135 is, if you're lucky, good enough. But on that 5th floor, some things hit pretty hard. So that's what you need to keep in mind. We're looking for level 15. And we're looking for 150-ish health. Meanwhile, on Preucheu's side, we're going to need a lot more health rolls. You know, we look at Black Mage 1 on Nashlax teams, Bink, with 106 health. We say, oh, that's not enough. We got 77 and 102 on Preucheu's side. Nashlax picks up the Coral Sword and decides to avoid the little bit of gil and the tent in that room. Besides, not worth it. Not really about sleeping outside, these guys. Coral Sword will sell for a little bit more, so the only use for it. Troll's a good fight to take here because you have the monk to punch. If we didn't have the monk, then one troll, not really worth it. Ooh, that hit almost makes it not worth it. We're running on limited resources, remember that. Okay, and here's the Phoenix down. Yep. Picks up the fighter. Switches around because of that target prioritization. Pisco Demon's kind of scary. Probably flee. Yep. Might be a reset. No. Yep. Easy reset there. I mean, you're just a few steps from the entrance. You don't want to use that Phoenix Down. The Phoenix Down's worth 500 gil. It's just not worth it. Meanwhile, Preucheu, right, hot on his heels, just a floor behind. This is what we like to see. An ambush from cockatrices. Now, these are cockatrices, lovingly named the jerk birds in the community. They have Stone Touch, which you see right there. Unfortunately, they get the Black Mage with it. That's just fine. We need the fighter. Ooh, you hate to see that. We need the fighter and the monk to both be stoned. The fighter will be stoned for the rest of this game. Never again will they stand. Ooh, a crit for 1 damage. Cannot manage it. Oh, this RNG. Oh, brutal. Oh my gosh. Leave him alone. Come on. This bird. Preucheu has caught up thanks to this cockatrice. There it is. There's what you like. Sheesh. Quick Thundara gets us through it. All right, nice. Now we did buy some gold needles before we came here. That'll bring back our mage. And now it's just the double mage show for a little while, huh? Of all the weeks that this fighter decided to get clean, doesn't want to get stoned. We really need him to be stoned. Preucheu's side, we got the most boring fight in the game. These guys will put you right to sleep because they've got sleep touch. Here you got to be really conservative with your spell charges. Luckily, both of our runners have 22 ethers, so not as conservative as other runners would have to be. But these big Groger fights, no ogres will die to 1 cast. You need 2 casts. A Faraga will kill the purple ogres, but will not kill the green ogres. So a Faraga Thundara is optimal, but it's a delicate balance, Ethers restore 1 charge to each level of magic, so you want to spread out how you're using your magic, so that 1 ether goes a lot longer. Okay, we're going to switch to Preucheu since he has pulled ahead and is now facing Vampire. No stones on Preucheu's side, but 2 Faragas will do it. Gets the hit. Pretty rare. Usually you see a gaze from Vampire, but not too big a deal. Couple Faragas. Boom. Kind of goes. This is V for Valentine. V for Vendetta. V for Valentine. And right behind the Vampire, we pick up the Star Ruby. So shiny, so pretty. We sell everything else that we find in boxes, but this one we're going to have to feed to a big rock dude. Unfortunately for us, there's a stone giant in a cave off to the west, and he is a connoisseur of rare gems. Preucheu has taken the lead a couple levels down. A lot of good opportunities to get those levels that we need. Again, we're going to walk our way out of here, go on a little field trip to see an old man in a cave, and then we'll come down, do 5 floors. Can probably pretty easily get that level 15 that we need. Level 15 is the minimum that you're probably going to need. But ideally, you'd want to hit at least level 16 coming out of here. Or get at least close. Another thing we're looking forward to is intellect rolls. So your black mages, they start at 20 intellect. Every even-numbered level, they gain a point in intellect. And then on the odd-numbered levels, they have a 1 in 8 chance of gaining an additional point in intellect. Once we hit 30 intellect, our spells start hitting 50% harder. That's going to make things a lot easier, both here at the end of Earth Cave and also on the stuff that's to come, obviously. So you'll hit that between level 15, if you're really lucky, and level 20, roundabouts. 16's a good opportunity for it, because you're definitely guaranteed that intellect roll. So if you've been rolling pretty well before, 16's pretty good look. But level 16 is also when you can get your first charge for the Thundaga spells. Not important here, but when you're speedrunning, a philosophy that I have been told about the speedrun is you think about where do you want to be at the end? What is the smallest, what's the bare minimum that you need at the end of the race? And what is the fastest way to get there? So you are always thinking about how does this step that I'm taking now get me to that end that the best ideal end that I'm looking forward to. And here with these two runners, with the experience that they have, every fight, their knowledge comes into play. They know which fights they want to take. They know which fights they want to flee from. They know how to do things. They're constantly thinking about how many spell charges do I have? What are the rolls that I'm getting? Is this preemptive strike? Am I being ambushed? And they're not even thinking about these things, right? They have so much experience that they've thought about all of this already. These things happen in a split second, these decisions. And that's what makes great sub-2-hour runners. Both of our runners have made it out of Earth Cave. They walk across here. Here, what we're looking for, lesser tigers. Everybody, in your minds, think lesser tigers. That's all we want to see. We'll see some ogres, too. Ogres are good for guild experience. I'll take those. But mostly tigers. Ooh. Just gets the one fight for Preucheu. That's good pathing. Besides the tent, pretty much all the spells that you cast on this open world bit are basically free spells. We did pick up a cottage, so... Oh, we might have sold our cottages. Typically, they keep their cottages for before we go to Earth Cave. Some tarantulas. For sure. A cool little tidbit about the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster is that there is no step counter per se, but as you're walking, sort of your steps are building up, and each step increases the likelihood that you get another encounter. If the next step that you took would be a random encounter, and you instead step onto a stairwell or through a door, it resets the step counter. If it wasn't going to be an encounter, then the step counter continues, right? That's how Preucheu had fewer fights. You know, only got the one fight before the cave, and then didn't get any fights in the beginning of the cave. A very close fight. Our runners neck and neck, sort of rubber banding around each other on these individual fights. I mean, ooh, Nashlax Spider's getting in the way. Gets a face full of cobwebs to slow him down just a little bit. I feel like Chad is not thinking lesser tigers enough. I feel like I was pretty clear about us hoping for lesser tigers, and I feel like since we're not seeing any, maybe I wasn't clear enough. We want lesser tigers. I don't want you guys to be thinking about lesser tigers this whole time. Not tarantulas. Who's thinking about tarantulas? Somebody out there is thinking about tarantulas. Okay, seriously. Nashlax doesn't take a lot of fights. Decides, YOLO. I don't need the spell charges. Get me in there. This is a race. I've got the ethers. I don't need a cottage before Earth Cave. Totally understandable. Nashlax a bit ahead in levels. Not... Oh, has the 15 on the second Black Mage. That first Black Mage must have died 1,000 times earlier or something. Triniculo in chat. All right, noted. That's the spider guy, everybody. Really into spiders. Triniculo, got it. You could say there was lesser tigers this run. I could say that, but I won't. And no one should. Gosh, the drama. Just neck and neck. This is always exciting. Opting to run. We do a couple runs. Preucheu still needs to get, you know, still needs to get stoned. Not really a party until your two guys get stoned. Visco Demons. Hopefully at this point, nope. Until we get that level 30 intellect. Yeah, it looks like no level 30 intellects yet. You're still gonna be low rolling those Pisco Demons. So it's gonna be a dangerous fight. There's the birds we need. You'll see Preucheu sort of kill his way through them. Probably leave 2 alive. Ooh, good. Good. First tries. A tale of 2 birds on this one, huh? Did they ever make a randomizer for this? I do not know if there's a randomizer for the Pixel Remaster. Got a lot of runners in chat. Any randomizer for the Pixel Remaster version of this game? And now, as soon as you get stoned, now it's just nothing but birds. It's pretty okay if you get these 4-packs. 200 gil apiece, and we do need gil. Gil is tight for most of the game. All right. Now, we met that old man in the cave. If you're wondering why he gives us an earth rod, it's essentially a crowbar for us to pry open the stone slab behind Vampire. We go down this super long floor, super dangerous, big fights. Big fights are worth a lot of gil and XP, but they're also pretty dangerous. You can go pretty bad pretty quick. So we like to see some quick saves. A quick Faraga clears out this group, no problem. Oak Jelly's worth quite a lot of experience, but, you know, just those 2 packs, not really worth fighting. More birds. What are we looking at for HP? A little tight on the HP for Preucheu. Probably want at least 1 more roll-up. And probably won't get it. The only guaranteed strong HP ups are 14 and 18 around here, and I'm sure we're past the 14 at least. So just has to get lucky on the next level up. That's probably why we're taking these smaller groups. Nashlax on to the 5th floor. On this floor is Lich. And Lich is a... never mind. The first real wall. Astos can be a stumbling block for the run, but you can get over him pretty well. Lich, that's a wall you're going to have to climb. Okay, we do have the level 16s, so Nashlax in a great position for this fight and for the fights going forward. Still, I think, a little low on that first Black Mage, but should be able to survive anything but a Blizzara. Blizzara can hit for up to 150. Yeah, 130. So Blizzara probably kills. Thundara not going to kill. You need 6 Faragas, remember that. Let's see how the rolls go. Okay, it hasn't hit the 30 intellect in either, so it's going to be 6 Faragas and 1 Thundara. We'd love to see that. That's a free turn. We want holds. We want sleeps. We don't want another Thundara. Another Thundara bad. That's not what we want. Let's see Preucheu. See if Preucheu just goes a little better. Okay, did hit the strong HP up. Fyra's not going to kill. That's important. Looks like no luck on the 30 there. Ooh, don't like to see that. And don't like to see that either. Slowra on Nashlax's side. That's a free turn. Thundara's not a free turn. We don't care about Slowra. We can go as slow as we want. Fire consumes all either way. Blizzara, also not a free turn. Just a few quick resets on the Lich. At least he's killing you fast, you know? Quick physical hit. Basically a free turn, but any elemental attack's gonna kill that guy. Oh, decides to potion. Interesting. I mean, Lich has a lot of potential to do free stuff, like that sleep. So healing, so you can get through the Fyra or the Thundara, pretty smart. Excuse me. Bit of a cheese that's stuck in my throat. Okay, should just be the Thundara. Yep, there it goes. Lich down for Preucheu. Oh, unlucky for Nashlax. Just needed that Thundara. Preucheu maintains a narrow lead. A sub 1 hour Lich, that's what you're looking for. About an hour is when Lich should go down. If you want to set like a pretty good pace. Okay, Fyra, it's fine. Everything's fine for Nashlax. Hit pretty hard, rolled pretty high. Hold. Come on, let's see a hold. Nope. Nope, I wanted it too much. That's on me. That's on me. I'm sorry, Nashlax. I wanted that hold too bad. Preucheu will go ahead and drop the tent here. We'll probably just get in their boat and start sailing away to Canoe Town, Crescent Lake. Has one silver armlet, I believe. Or did we buy? Oh, might not have bought a silver armlet at all. Nashlax is the one who bought the silver armlet, so Preucheu probably doesn't have that. We'll make the river ahead pretty dangerous. But as long as you don't get hit, right? Technically, nothing can kill you if it doesn't hit you. Ooh, free turn for Nashlax. Just the Thundara. Get the turn order. A hold. There it is. Lich is down. Get in the ground. Nice Buccaneer fight for Preucheu. Would have liked to see it earlier, but it's fine now, I guess. We make the crystal shiny, and then we teleport away, and we never come back here. Say goodbye to Lich. Never see that guy again, probably. Meanwhile, a dangerous walk. Love to see it. A dangerous walk for Preucheu is what I was going to say. Does throw out the quick save. Okay, well, a single hill guy, I guess, isn't dangerous, so making me look like a liar. What else is new? More spiders for Nashlax. Never seen a man fight so many spiders in one run. Quick nap for Preucheu. You've come a long way. It's a long sailboat ride. Long walk through the woods. And I guess all of Earth Cave since you last slept. And we'll buy. Here we need 26,000 gil. Okay. We're starting with 36,000. 10,000 gil worth of items is a good place to be sitting. Yeah. Buys up quite a lot of ethers. Not going to be hurting for ethers for a while. You need 26,000 gil. Each Thundaga spell is 13,000 gil from this vendor. And you need both of them. You need Thundaga. You cannot get through this game without Thundaga. You can live without a Blizzaga. You can live without a Fyra. I don't know why you would want to, but you can. But you cannot live without Thundaga. Or this canoe that this creepy old man in the woods has. Pretty messed up that these old men give you a canoe, but no life jackets. So gotta watch out on the river. Can be real dangerous. You die real quick with no life jackets on. A single white croc can send you overboard if you don't have that level 30 intellect. Nobody taught us how to swim. Fights on the boat are pretty much worthless at this point. We're looking for fights that give us, 3,000 XP rather than fights that give us, 500. A pretty dangerous fight, but we are level 16, thank goodness. We do have that Thundaga charge. These Hydras do not die to a Thundaga, though. You're going to need a Thundaga and a Thundara at least. Double Thundaga is unfortunate, but sometimes that's the price you pay. As I said, nothing can kill you if it doesn't hit you. But when things do hit you, they kill you. You'd love to see the 35 gil left for Nashlax. It's a joy to get that number as low as possible. There'll be times for money later. This is no time to be rich. Love the quick saves from Preucheu. Level 18 is great. That's going to be another strong HP up for our black mages. Still looking a little painfully low, though. But that being said, our HPs are looking about even across the board. It's tough when you are racing against somebody else and they seem to get all of the strong HP ups. You're trying to break, 200 HP on one of your black mages, and the other person has 400. It's tough to see. Tough to watch that VOD. Just keep in mind, we've kind of hit since we've passed Lich, there's no, big health thresholds that we're looking for anymore until the end of the game. At the end of the game, throughout this, you're going to want as much HP as you can get, obviously. But at the end of the game, we need about 240 to 250 health on our black mages, and then about 350 to 400 or more health on our monk. That's what we're looking for. Constantly watching for those big HP increases. Monk should still see one at level 18, level 24, and level 30 for Preucheu if we get to level 30. And then just hoping for good luck on the other runs, on the other levels. Here in Ice Cave, very dangerous. These ghosts, not so dangerous. They can hit pretty hard. Lots of Pisco demons. They can hit pretty hard, but at this point, you have enough intellect that pretty much wipe them all out with one spell. What we're worried about are white dragons. If they get 2 ice storms off on you, you're going to die. We're worried about dark wizards. If they get 2 of their Aga spells off on you, you will die. We're worried about large groups of wolves. If they get good turn order and they get, you know, 3 or 4 ice storms on you, you will die. So I'd like to see a lot of quick saves here. Luckily, everything here, again, dies in 1 spell charge. We have this forced fight here on this tile. Used to be a trap tile, now it's just a guy standing in this room that you fell into. So you cannot farm it by just stepping on the tile over and over again. There's a lot of chests in Ice Cave with a lot of valuable items that you can sell or just straight up gil. We'll see our runners probably avoid all of them. Here's those Dark Wizards I was talking about for Nashlax. There's the Faraga. Ooh, 1 stays alive, gets through it. Only got that 1 Aga spell off. Lucky, lucky. You hate to lose that 500 kill on a Phoenix down. It only has 2 left. So, gonna have to do a lot of quick saving. Preucheu does grab the elixir. And here's those white dragons. Preemptive, no trouble. Single Thundaga kills them, or 2 Faragas. Dealer's choice, especially with a preemptive strike, dealer's choice. Ooh, you know what? Now that I think about it, Mind Flares are also bad. Can have Death Touch. That'll kill you. Forgot about that. I always forget about the Mind Flares. Preucheu picks up the Gil and the Ice Shield. Ice Shield sells for quite a bit of Gil itself. And then we'll fight the Evil Eye. Evil Eye's in this game, kind of a joke. Look at that. Just kind of whacks into the mage for 53 damage. Get out of here. I'm gonna poke you right in the eye. And that'll be me poking you in everything. Give me the Levistone. I got an airship to catch. And we fall through this hole, and somehow we'll end up right in the exact same spot. Forced fight again, because every time you leave the floor, this forced fight respawns. We hit that level 20. The next level that we're kind of looking for is level 23 for the end of Sea Shrine. But don't really even need to think about it. It'll just happen naturally. You just let that happen. We lose the Black Mage and then take a few steps. Preucheu getting kind of lucky on his step counter throughout this run. We take a few steps. We lost the Black Mage in that last fight. You take a few steps and then res them. You're not going to get a random encounter in the next step. And if you're going to be quick saving, it's easier if you quick saved closer to the next fight, right? So we make it out of Ice Cave for Preucheu and onto a river. Heals up. We should have the intellect that we need for everything on here to go down in 1 spell. All this will be taken out by 1 Thundaga, just as long as we get good turn order. Ooh, good. Almost bad, but White Croc swings for the paralyzed people. Paralyzed people, in a sense, have infinite health. They can still be targeted. They still gain experience, but they all attacks targeting them miss automatically, so they cannot take damage. They also cannot die from sort of environmental damage, which will be important later. I'm sorry, I missed a reset for Preucheu, or for Nashlax. Preucheu, not really that valuable a fight. About 1,000 gil, or 1,000 XP. is up. Good health on Nashlax's mages so far. We're going to get a lot of levels in Sea Shrine, so we don't need to worry too much. Just hope that that gets us where we need to be. Makes that out of Ice Cave for Nashlax. A lot of these solo hill Gygas is coming after Preucheu. Oh. Ooh. Nashlax squeaking by, 20 health. Luckily, Preucheu remembers where he parked his airship. It's here in the middle of the desert. Bling, bling. Just bring the magic octahedron to the desert, and then out pops the airship. The only time it can ever land on sand. We're going to need to find flat, plain grasslands to land our airship for the rest of this game. And the game is not really that kind about giving you a lot of options. It's kind of hard to find the parking spaces for this airship. You see Preucheu heading straight to the Dragon Isles. Important. We'll keep track of this. So, you need full heals for the end of the game. Here's one. An X potion. Some gil in these treasure chests. There's another island with an elixir. Let's see if he grabs that one as well. I imagine he will. It'd be ridiculous not to. Quick stop in here, grab the elixir. These are the two that we're going to need to get. There is also one in the Temple of Fiends at the end of the game. So we will go into Chaos with likely just the 3. Basically need these full heals. You need at least one for our strategy against Chaos to work. 2 is pretty much the bare minimum that you can get through the fight with. And then 3, I mean, every one after 2, it's just increasing your odds almost exponentially. We would have loved to have seen some lesser tigers earlier, but chat wasn't thinking about it hard enough. Don't mean to blame you all, but it's the way it is. Some poison outs in the desert for Nashlax, but luckily he still has some antidotes left over from Marsh Cave.
Himself going a bit of a different route,
Skips the Dragon Isles for now, goes to Waterfall Cave right behind Preucheu. Let's keep in mind, Nashlax is still going to have to stop at those Dragon Islands, though. You need those full heals. Chat thinking that it's Commentator Curse that we didn't get any Lesser Tigers. No, Commentator Curse was that Lich fight. Lesser Tigers, that one was all on you. I'll take the blame for Lich. Not casting hold until the last time, but I'm pretty sure I delegated Lesser Tigers to chat. Preucheu taking the Golem fights. They are pretty high magic defense, so it'll take 2 spell charges to kill them, but they give good XP, good kill. Here in Waterfall Cave, basically all we're really worried about is the Pyralisks that have Death Gaze. The Nightmares can be kind of dangerous. They can kick you real hard. And the Green Dragons, which are worth a lot of XP, but if they double Poison Dart you, you will die. Mummies, we're not really too worried about. They died once before. We just gotta finish the job. Good forced fight here for Preucheu. Easy peasy. Always the same fight. We'll pick up the ribbon, the defender, and the wizard staff. The ribbon is very pretty, and we'll put it on almost immediately. The defender and the wizard staff are really great to somebody, I'm guessing, because anybody we take them to will pay good money for them. Ribbon gives you a little bit of absorption, I believe 1 absorption, so it reduces all damage you take by 1. But most importantly, it gives you resistance to almost all elements of magic and almost all status effects. So it'll reduce pretty much all the spells we get hit by, reduce the damage by half. And then it'll stop us from getting turned to stone or death gaze. Gives us immunity to the instant kill spell Earthquake. Will not give us any resistance, however, to Cyclone or Tsunami against Chaos. So those will still be dangerous. That's kind of why we need the 250 health, so we can survive those. Also in that little room, we saw that robot. Robot's kind of a leftover from the Luthenians. He's holding a cube that you need to teleport from the top of Mirage Tower to the Flying Fortress. We'll take that cube from him, and then he will die. Or shut down. I don't know. Do androids dream of electric sheep? Tough to know. A lot of green dragons. A single Blizzaga would kill ya, the green dragon, but we don't have Blizzaga yet, so. Yeah. Nashlax thinking, you know what? Now that I think about it, I'm taking a little too many fights in this cave. All those green dragons, you want to take those fights, but honestly, this is taking forever. Let me get out of here. Kind of forgetting he's in a race, I think. A cottage for Preucheu. Don't see a lot of cottages here. But when you're tired, you know? Cottage, of course, full heal. All of our spell charges back. Save us a bunch of ethers and stuff. At this point, we have so much money that we can buy pretty much all the healing potions and ethers we want. So, sort of jury's out on whether it's faster just to throw potions at it, but a little tight on money for sure. So that's going to be good. We come into this caravan. Nashlax we see stopping off at the Dragon Islands to get those X-Potion Elixir. We come to this caravan that Preucheu's at because there's a bottled fairy that he has captured and is hawking for a ransom of 40,000 gil. Once we buy that from him, his shop, he says, okay, bye, see you later. Kicks us out of his shop screen. And then we have to talk to him again. And he's like, oh, you're still here? It's like, yeah, man, I need the Giants tonics and the speed drinks so I can, you know, save the world. We buy 3 Giants tonics, 3 speed tonics. We head to Gaia to release the bottled fairy and pick up 2 Blizzagas for Preucheu. We'll stop in here. That's just enough for the 3. Yeah. Just enough for the 3. Gonna be a little tight on money for our buys, but since we use that cottage, probably has quite a lot of resources left over. We'll see what we buy. Yeah, need plenty of Phoenix Downs. Bunch of ethers, bunch of high potions. Should be good. Probably will need to buy again. Seems I'm hitting a bit of a lag spike. My apologies. We've released the ferry. They go into the lake and give us the Oxy Ale. A little bubble of air so that we can breathe underwater. That's going to be important since, as I said before, at the beginning of this game, when nobody was interested in becoming surfers, everybody was interested in becoming scuba divers. Okay, we're selling the stuff for Nashlax. Quite a bit more money for Nashlax. May have bought the 1 Blizzaga. Not sure. Hitting a bit of a lag spike at that time. Buys up quite a few more Phoenix Downs, maxes out on Ethers, maxes out on High Potions. Nashlax not going to need to buy again for the rest of the run. A lot of people walk around that guy outside of Sea Cave in on-rack. Preucheu says no. I'm the Warrior of Light. You get out of my way. And honestly, mad respect to him. Don't let that random dude standing in the road push you around. And we've come to Sea Shrine. Everything in Sea Shrine is worth a lot of experience. We'll try and take as many fights as we can. Almost everything dies to one spell charge, except for these two enemies and the white shark. The water naga will take 2 spell charges. The white shark will take 2 spell charges no matter what. We do the Thul with Thundara. Love to see it. Ooh. Pretty worth it for 2 white sharks. Not really worth it for 1 white shark. You gotta be thinking. The water elementals die to 1 Blizzaga. Will not die to a Thundaga. But everything else dies to either Thundaga or Blizzaga. And we got both. Might as well just start chucking them out. Sea Shrine, pretty unique. There's basically the right side and the left side of Sea Shrine. We'll go down the right side first to go and talk to where all the mermaids are being held hostage. They have their little rooms, their apartment complex. We'll come in here. We'll steal somebody's diamond bracelet. The best armor that you can get in the game. I put that onto a black mage until we need it for the monk. Monk doesn't need it right now because he's a rock. And we pick up this. The Rosetta Stone. This will allow us to translate the language of Lufenia, which we're going to need because we got to go talk to the Lufenians. Lufenians not as sinister in this game as they are in Stranger of Paradise. Really just sort of irresponsible foreigners. Really how they're treated. A quick wipe to ghosts. And Nashlax meets some ghosts, and the ghosts say, "One of us. One of us." And then they make it happen. A little bit of that danger of sort of just having the one silver unlit. A couple bites out of Nashlax, but he decides to flee. Really understandable. Okay, we need level 23 by Kraken. Again, probably not really a concern. It happens naturally. Now, Preucheu has made it down to the main floor. As I said, we went down to the right to get the diamond armlet and the Rosetta Stone, and now we head over to the left, make our way to the Water Fiend Kraken. Good 8-tentacled weirdo who is probably the second easiest boss in the game. Not too worried about him. It's really more of just like a nuisance than anything. For new runners, I think that Sea Shrine is probably one of the most difficult. It was at least the most difficult for me. For new runners, comes kind of late into the run. And it is just so long. And there are so many like different routes and incorrect ways that you can run. A lot of doors that we don't really need to go into. A lot of chests we don't need to really grab. Earth Cave also pretty confusing. How are we doing on health? Ooh, well, Nashlax's doing pretty bad on health, I'd say. as he's dead. I mean, that mage has a lot of health, but, you know, you get hit enough times. Even 219 can hit 0. Meanwhile, Preucheu probably wanting a little more health on pretty much everyone. A forced fight. You might recognize this fight. It's the same people we just killed in Waterfall Cave. I don't know how they got here, inside this chest, but here they are. Burn them down real quick, and inside this chest is Giant's Glove. Giant's Glove, imperative to the strategy of the run. Gives 16 to your attack and 10 to your accuracy. Accuracy is how many times you punch. In Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster, it is given in a percentage in the statistics screen. But that percentage is your accuracy score out of 255. So you're adding plus 10 to your accuracy, but that's not adding 10% to your accuracy, right? It's just 10 points out of that 255. And the main plot of this movie is that these black mages are going to carry us for at least this fight, and then the monk's going to come. And the monk's going to start punching pretty hard and pretty fast. We need him to punch a lot of times. His maximum number of punches is 32. That's with haste and full accuracy. Most people can only hit 8 times. And then monks hit twice because they have, they punch. So they got 2 fists. Right hook, left hook. So that's 16. And then haste doubles the amount of punches you get. So 32. Haste is a +1, -1 in this game, so you cannot stack it. It either doubles how many hits you have, or you have the normal amount of hits, or you are slowed and to hit once. We get the Giant Skull for Nashlax. He'll head over, grab the ribbon, which Preucheu also grabbed from the other chest in here. We've already described the ribbon. No need to talk about it more. This ribbon's just as pretty as the last one. Our Black Mage looks great in it. Nashlax trying to make up time with fleas. The deep eye is worth quite a lot of XP, but every fight you're fighting is a time lost, Here we go, Kraken, second easiest boss in the game after Vampire. You just set it and forget it. 6 Thundagas will kill this guy. He only has 2 moves. He can spray ink all over you, or he can punch you with all 8 of his tentacles. If he punches you with all 8 of his tentacles, that's not great. But look, he just punched a rock. Who cares? If he sprays ink all over you, well, that's no problem either. All of our ribbons are stain resistant. It just causes blindness, and it's not like we're looking at the Thundagas anyways. We just kind of let them fly. Boom. I hope you're hungry for calamari. There it is. Crack it down. A real P-break boss, if there ever was one here in Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remaster. We make our second crystal shine, and then we'll pour it out here. Now it's going to be interesting. Where does Preucheu go from here? There's kind of 2 options. Yep, doubles back into on-rack, just like I said. We didn't quite get enough items in Gaia. We'll do our last buy here, fill up on high potions, fill up on ethers, buy a bunch of Phoenix Downs, and then we'll say, that's good. I'm not casting Thunder. Thunder, I still think that you could kill Kraken with 18 casts of Thunder. But no, I can do any errand that I need to do around the house in the time it takes to cast 6 Thundagas. Preucheu makes a quick stop off. Did not buy the silver armlet at the time that Nashlax did, so gonna buy 2 here, give a little more defense to our 2 mages. 1 mage right now. Since the other one still has the diamond armlet, our monk is not made flesh and blood yet. Nashlax, meanwhile, starting the Kraken fight. Here we go. Ops not for the Thunder strat. Goes for the Thundagas. There's the ink. Free turn. There's the ink. Free turn. Ooh. Not so free. Does gets that one black mage with all 8 tentacles, but again, we don't even care. Just takes 1 extra turn. Who cares? Down he goes. Meanwhile, Preucheu learned a new language. In the time it took... Listen, all I'm saying is that in the time it took Nashlax to kill Kraken, Preucheu learned a whole new language, right? Set the Thundagas, walk away, learn Spanish or something. All I'm saying. It's an easy fight. We'll walk on down, deciding, it looks like, to do Tiamat and then Merilith. We have 2 fiends left, Tiamat and Merilith. I just named them. Merilith, the fire fiend. Tiamat, the wind? Sky? Air fiend? Probably wind, right? You can do them in either order. We were supposed to do Merilith earlier, if you're playing with sort of how the game sets it up, but we like to get it's more efficient to get the experience from Sea Shrine, do Kraken before. So either way, Merilith's entire deal is pretty easy. Doesn't really matter when we go there. But we talk to Luthenians because this guy in Melmund, the most depressing town in the world, taught us Luthenian. So now we can talk to them, get the chime to get inside their tower that they kind of just left abandoned and full of chimeras and robots and mummies. Tiamat, the fiend of a gentle breeze. Just need the 1 silver armlet here for Nashlax. May have bought an extra one. Sometimes it's hard to remember if you bought one earlier. It's one of those things where you don't do it every run. It's just if you have the extra money, might as well. And I'll fly up. Just a few steps behind Preucheu. Here we are in the Mirage Tower. I used to run around the entire base level because I didn't know that door was there. Really embarrassing when I found out that you didn't have to run around the entire perimeter of the largest floor of the tower. Easy fights here. Definitely going to want to start taking them due to sort of our low HP rolls. Meanwhile, Nashlax's side, his monk has hit the HP that he needs, but that Black Mage 1 just can't get it together. Hasn't been able to do anything this whole run. Kind of a weak link start to finish. We have a few people in chat who also ran around the base perimeter their first timed run. Yes, indeed, indeed. I did it my first, I think, 30 timed runs. And then I watched the world record of Shigeru, and I was like, wait, hold on, go back. What did he just do? Hold on a second. There's a door there? Who would make a door like that? Starts thinking Warmech early. Honestly, with the luck that we've been having with this run, we're going to get onto Warmech's floor, and there's going to be tarantulas. They don't even spawn on that floor, and somehow there will be tarantulas on that floor. We get through the blue dragon, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Not too dangerous, can Thunderbolt and do pretty good damage, but we're not too worried about it at this point. Now we're into a flying fortress. These Death Knights can use flare, so that's scary, but what are the chances? The chances are good, actually. Nashlax would know best. Had a couple resets in Flying Fortress on one of their last runs because of these Death Knights casting Flare. And Blizzaga clears them out. We're running through here. Make a quick pit stop over here. Grab the last ribbon of the run. There's our last ribbon. Now all of our main characters are matchy-matchy, except for the stoned guy, but who cares about that guy? He's a rock. Would love to see the gray oozes. Those are worth quite a bit. I guess they're not gray oozes here, are they? Are they black flans now? Pretty good XP off those black flans. It's tough to expect a war mech to go down in this run. Usually we don't see anybody bring their monk back until right before Tiamat. And you pretty much need the monk strategy to take down war mech. Some Neokshu's here on the puzzle floor. This puzzle floor, a lot easier. Not much of a puzzle now that there's a map in the game. Basically figure out, go 2 up and 2 to the side. 2 over, 2 horizontally, 2 vertically in any direction, and you'll get there. All right, we see the heal up. They're moving around. Oh, he does get up. Okay. He brings up the monk, fully equips him, does a little shuffle of clothes. And is ready for war mech floor. Fingers crossed, everybody. Not that fight. Should get one more still, though. Nashlax entering the Flying Fortress right behind. Who does get it? Ah, fire hydrants. What is this, in the heights? Get out of here. All right. Tiamat. Tiamat 1 can be a real problem. Kind of low HP, does get the level, so we have a little more HP onto that monk. That's good to see. But dangerous. Tiamat, lots of AoE abilities. Want to play pretty safely, can kind of kill you pretty quick. We'll do the normal strategy. We'll throw the temper. The monk will use a Giant's Glove. Giant's Glove you can only use on the person who uses it. And then a haste from our guy, Preucheu. Just the one haste. Both of our runners, just the one haste. Now we'll go another round. Ooh, good. A little bite. Takes him pretty low, but we did queue up that high potion. That's real smart. Should survive any AoE attack. Black Mages, probably not. Ooh, just ekes it out. Good high potion Q. Does it again? Okay. Ooh, we made it through. Yes, a free turn from Tiamat as well. An easy Tiamat 1 for Preucheu. Love to see it. Can be a real pain. But played it smart. Liberal use of high potions. That's what you like to see. In a PB attempt, you know, you push a little harder. You know, take a little more risks. But I like when our runners play it smart. They know that they're racing. You know. Better do it slow and steady. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Tiamat believes it more than anyone. Bit of a shuffle of the party order here as we go to Marilith. War mech floor for Nashlax. No. Dark Fighters. Should get one more fight, though. Has the monk up, so is prepared. Quick save so you can feel the war mech coming. No, Neo shoes. Ugh. Not today, everybody. Oh, a beautiful second floor in Mount Gulag from Preucheu. You love to see it. Nails it perfectly. When you're standing on lava, you can't take random encounters. You can go through the whole second floor just bobbing and weaving. And beautifully done. Love to see it. Ooh, first turn Ice Storm from Tiamat. Not too bad. Less than 100 damage. Has pretty good health. Really great health on Giga Punch. Gets the haste, gets the temper. Probably the high potion. Good. Uses the higher health mage to make sure that you get that high potion off. Ice Storm. Easy peasy. Nobody's dead yet. Poison gas, that'll kill some people. One punch, hopefully low roll, high roll. Unfortunate. A quick reset on Tiamat 2, but that's how, or Tiamat 1, but that's kind of how we expect Tiamat to go. Not to play around with those big AoE abilities. Preucheu heals his party in Mount Gulag like a coward. Quick fight on the step before Marilith. Quick heal up. Marilith, not really anything to even worry about. You'll fight her just the same way you did Tiamat, but she does way less damage. We have seen some runs kind of end on Marilith, unfortunately. But when you fight her second or last, it's pretty unlikely. She can hit pretty hard, like that. But you have the diamond armlet, you have everything you need. Ooh. And quick punch, not enough. Hopefully the second potion punch is enough. Yep, does it. Just 1440 health on her. You can one-shot her pretty easy. It's gonna be three turns. However way you do it. You can also kill her with 6 Blizzagas. Again, 3 turns. Dealer's choice on that. Most dealers choose to buff and punch. A free turn from Tiamat 1 for Nashlax. Throws some more tempers, starts punching. Another free turn, just kind of swinging on the stoned guy. That's why we have him there. That's why we kept him along. That's why we lugged this 2-ton brick through the entire world. Well, looks like everybody's gonna live through this Tiamat fight. Excellent, a nice ice storm. Gets everybody a little chilly, a little low, but not dead. Nice couple of wolves for Preucheu in the Temple of Christmas Present. Decides to just take the flea. Allow himself to be disrespected by 4 level 1 wolves. Now, Nashlax, well, Preucheu entering the Temple of Fiends now. Nashlax, about to just leave the Flying Fortress and head to Marilith, would say about 4 to 5 minutes behind, okay? Nothing. That's like 2 chaos fights. Gonna have to really make up some time, certainly, but hoping for a lot can go wrong for Preucheu here in the Temple of Fiends. Ooh, 4 green dragons. You're hoping for no poison gases. Well, you're hoping they don't all cast poison gas, I guess. And most of them just swing on the fighter. So we're going to get a lot of experience from here. Still hoping for a couple strong HP ups. For these black mages, not sure what level we're sitting at right now. We've got They're probably not 26. They're probably over 26 at this point. That's kind of our last strong HP up until level 35 guaranteed for the Black Mages. So kind of just rolling the dice on any levels we get from now on. Yep, level 30. So that's the last guaranteed strong HP up for the monk that we'll probably see. We might see level 32. But tough to say. Deadeye, no cap. Easy fight. Could drop an elixir. Doesn't. Don't think I've ever seen it. But it could happen. Preucheu's gonna play that funky music, Preucheu. Play that funky music right. Lay down the boogie. And open that slab for the chaos fight. Bunch of dragon zombies and vampires on this floor. We'll just kill it with fire. Just get it out of our way. Do have some people thinking about Lesser Tigers now. A little late. A little late. I guess I appreciate it. Better late than never is the question. No, I think I'd take never at this point, honestly. Yeah. Quick Marilith fight. Big hit onto the Black Mage from Marilith, but does survive. Probably why we saw Preucheu move the monk into that second position. Tank a little better against Marilith. Make sure everybody lives through it. I would imagine that's why the order changed. Does lose the Black Mage, but we'll get it on this second punch. No problemo. Preucheu, meanwhile, choosing to flee pretty much all the fights. Understandable. Has that 350 health that we were talking about. You want 350 to 400 or more? 350 is good enough. Big long walkabout here on this floor. Just long hallways. Nashlax has completed all of the fiends of present day. Doesn't need to do any more shopping. Has everything they need. We'll head to the Temple of Fiends. Show off their shiny crystals to the orb. Teleport 1,000 years into the past. Maybe 1,000 years in one day, if he wants to get this all done before Preucheu does, though. Lich 1 for Preucheu. Lich 1, not too much worse than the original Lich, but can cast Flare now, and that will definitely kill the middle Black Mage. Black Mage 1. Might kill Black Mage 2. The monk can probably live through it. We do all these fights exactly the same way. Kill doesn't work on us because we have resistance to death magic. All these fights work the same way. You will Giant's Glove twice with your monk. You will haste and temper with one of your mages. You will temper twice with your other mage. And then you will punch twice with your monk. And that will kill Lich. That will kill Marilith. That will kill Kraken. You will punch 3 times for Tiamat. There's not really any need to buff anymore. You cannot speed up. Can't get in any fewer turns for any of these guys. So usually we'll see them opt to just defend, save the animations. How would you describe our punches? So strong and so fast. So Fist for fast is lightning. Okay, I hope to. Let's see Preucheu. Preucheu likes to juggle around his monk and his mage. Because, again, this Marilith, the first Marilith, I'll push over. This Marilith sharpens her swords. We took a couple of physical attacks from her in Mount Gulag, and we were like, ah, whatever. It killed one of the black mages for Nashlax, but it wasn't that big deal. In this one, it'll kill you. So it decides to move the monk to the 3rd position, where slightly half as likely to get hit. And lets that poor monk, or poor black mage, Nashlax, tank any physical attacks that'll come out. All right. Throws the heal. Smart. Very smart. We'll get that extra temper in there. Hopefully before. Yes, perfect. Now we have all the buffs we need to get the double punch. Nashlax a bit of a detour. And down goes Merilith, 2. I kind of always take the wrong direction where Nashlax does, or he's just there. Nothing we need to grab to the left, or to the right, though. See some split decisions from Nashlax. Preucheu decides just run. Meanwhile, Nashlax throwing out the Blizzaga on one of his mages and flees with the others. Sea Shrine floor, a long floor for Preucheu. Some things that can go pretty wrong here. Those water elementals can hit pretty hard. They get good turn order, they can kill you. Manages it out. We've seen a couple resets on this floor. If things go kind of bad, you do like to see some saves. Can lose the squad. Looks pretty unlikely for Preucheu here. Nashlax not having as much luck with the fleas as he would want. Decides to just throw out double Thundagas. Again, Thundagas just kill these white dragons, no problem. Kraken 2, not much harder than the first Kraken, to be honest. Down goes Nashlax, the black mage, not the runner. Luckily, we don't have haste on that one, so don't really need him. It's my party, I can temper if I want to. Has enough buffs, start swinging. Thundara. 70 damage. Nothing. That's nothing. Second punch, down goes Kraken. Welcome Raiders to the run. SpeedGaming. The race for the Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remaster, any percent tournament of Preucheu versus Nashlax and Neck. And Neck, Preucheu just a little bit ahead, about to hit up Tiamat 2. Nashlax, meanwhile, on to Lich 2, the first of the secondary fiends. Preucheu on the last of the secondary fiends. Still not much difference between them. Tiamat 2, a little easier than Tiamat 1. We're a little stronger. We're older, we're wiser, and somehow Tiamat's magic is weaker, so we'll do the same thing, but Tiamat has more health than the other fiends, so does take 3 hits. That's really the only concern. Easy Lich 2 for Nashlax. That can go real bad with the flares, but manages without it. Poison Gas gonna do pretty good damage. Everybody low, but we've got a high potion queued up. Not really in any danger. A big bite will kill us here, but he decides to bite a rock instead. Well, fire and nobody cares. Is gonna kill one of the black mages, but that black mage has been dying all game. Nothing new. Down goes Tiamat 2. One random encounter for Preucheu, and then it's chaos, baby. What do we got? Oh, the Death Knight and the Nightmare. Does a little damage just to make you menu one more time, but I had to quick save anyways. Whatever. Preucheu, speaking to chaos. Probably just a one good chaos attempt. before the 2-hour mark here. We'll see how it goes. Now, Chaos, 20,000 health. A lot of bad things that can happen. Flare turn 1, that's a reset. Haste turn 1, that's a reset. He punches for 300 to 500 damage. If he's hasted, he punches twice, so that's, 600 to 8,000 damage if he crits. You can't even have 1,000 health. Our setup is that we need to throw our 3 Giants tonics, each give 200 health, max health, for the duration of the fight. So we get us up to 950 health. Then we throw an X potion to heal us to that health. We get the haste, and then we start Giants gloving and tempers. Basically, at this point, if these mages die, we no longer care, which is good, because they're definitely going to die. Down they go. Now, we're trying to get as strong as we can and get as many hits as we can so that we can punch this guy to death. Blaze here. Probably going to look to heal. We are within lethal range for any physical attacks, and possibly about 4 things that he can do that can kill us here. That's not one of them. Probably 2 or 3 more Giant's Gloves. A Kiraja doesn't matter because we haven't hit him. Yes. Decides to throw some speed drinks. Speed drinks give an additional punch, but since we are hasted, that's 2 punches, and since we're a monk, that's 4 punches total. Raga, we are close to lethal range. Okay, he's swinging on the fighter. Good turn order for this full heal. Just 2 more punches should do it. Ooh, big punch. And that's Lich down. Incredible first try, Chaos. Chaos defeated 159-16 for Preucheu. A clean end to his run. A lot of resets early, but I told you not to worry. I said it. You do not worry about the early resets for Preucheu. He knows what he's doing. He'll come around. It'll all work out in the end. He knows the times that he needs. An excellent run from Preucheu. Unfortunate. Nashlax just a few minutes behind. About to see Kraken 2. Ooh. This is that Sea Shrine that I was talking about. This Sea Shrine floor that, get bad turn order and suddenly everything gets murdered. We have tons of Phoenix Downs. You're basically just expecting your black mages to spend half of this dungeon dead. Alright, Kraken 2, the big wuss. Ink, doesn't matter. We've all got ribbons now. Another free turn. Haste does not stack. But this gives us all of the buffs that we need. Let's start swinging. Oh. And... oh, boom! Wow. There it is. Cracking down for Nashlax. One random encounter and then team up. That's a way to think about it. Preucheu ends the game. Nashlax was 5 fights behind. Just 5 fights of this entire 2-hour run. Preucheu, congratulations on another victory. How you feeling?
I feel relieved. The beginning was really hard, so I didn't know if I was, I think I was behind almost all the race.
Actually, neck and neck.
Okay.
From you basically around Earth Cave. You were actually a little bit ahead.
Okay.
And then you both caught up to each other, and then he had a tougher lich fight than you, and then it was just neck and neck the whole race.
Okay. Whew.
But I told all of chat when you had that early game, lots of resets right at the beginning. I told all of chat, I was like, no, this happens. For sure likes the reset, but it always works out. A sub 2 hour again, impressive, very impressive.
Yes, thanks. I need to practice my beginning. Maybe there must be safer strats because it's hard for the nerves.
You're very bold with your resets. I will say, there's never any question. That's what I like about watching your race. There's never any question. You know exactly the limits at like, oh no, if this happens, just pull the plug instantly. You never think about it. You just go. And I love watching that. Do you have like a list somewhere of the things in like areas that would cause you to do resets?
Oh no, I run without documents. It's
oh, no notes?
No notes, no. I used to, but I learned to run without notes, so I feel faster when I play without notes.
Well, at a certain point, you've run it so many times, right?
Mm.
Just all internalized.
Yes.
A first round chaos for you. That was pretty nice. Pretty easy chaos, I'd say.
Yeah, in the tournament, chaos is really nice with me, so I hope he'll be like that again.
Well, I don't really support chaos playing favorites, but I'm sure that's feels good for you, for sure. We'll watch Nashlax right now entering his first chaos fight.
Yeah, let's go now.
Okay, now he does the 2 Giant's Tonics and then the Giant's Gloves. He starts getting those Giant's Gloves stacked up pretty well. Pretty unlucky to get the Cyclone first turn when you do this strategy.
Yeah, but the mages are alive, so it's still possible.
That Blade's gonna kill everybody though.
Oh yeah.
At least you're a quick in and out, right?
Yeah. I don't feel like if you start using potions during a chaos fight, I feel like it's doomed already. I haven't tried it, but I've seen several runners do it, but I don't know if it really works.
The high potions onto the black mages that he was trying for?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're really hoping that you hit the bad RNG with that Cyclone first turn, so there must be good RNG for the second turn. That's the worst thing, one of the worst things you can see.
Ooh, ace first turn.
He will definitely, I believe it's like guaranteed that he swings this turn. Yep, he swings on the, okay, he swings onto the fighter, so that's okay.
Good.
Gets good turn order with the Giant's Tonic into X Potion. Not a guaranteed turn order, so you just kind of get lucky. There is like a speed stat that determines turn order, but it's that speed stat plus a random number generated between 0 and 49, I believe. Absolutely. Nashlax's got all the time in the world. Oof, a big old punch. See, that's what you don't like to see. A hasted chaos hits pretty hard. This is what we typically see. Usually a few tries on chaos. That's why it's so remarkable when we get that first try chaos. That's why only reason we really get that sub 2 hour for you there, Preucheu.
Yeah. Actually, with my start, my goal for the race was to sub 2, so I'm really happy with it.
Not as much money as yesterday, though, for sure.
Oh no,
Running a little tighter.
clearly not.
Yes, yesterday we did have a 22-minute chaos split for Preucheu, trying to beat it down with a thief with a coral sword. Oh, just terrible first turns over and over again for Nashlax. Again, the ribbons do not give you any resistance to the tsunami, the cyclone, or the flare. So really just the worst things that could happen first turn. And then the haste just to rub salt in the wound. Go for the high potion, X potion, but another tsunami sends us on our way to another retry. Usually, when we bring in the winners here, I have, you know, something to criticize or ask questions about from the run, but really it was just clean sort of a whole way through. Nobody really gave you any trouble. First tried, I believe, all of the bosses.
I think I died once to Leash, but yeah, the rest of the game was smooth. Everything went fine.
Your early game, you were quite a bit behind in the farming game. Spent a lot of time near Cornelia, losing characters, having to res a bunch of times, and then we blinked and you were in Marsh Cave. Was there a certain point where you were just like, I'm levels down, but I've got to go?
Yeah, I think my first cave after that was one of the best I did, and I got the perfect difficulty fight. Most my fighters were stoned first round.
Yes,
really,
their first try. On your second dive, though,
yeah,
you didn't push for. I remember yesterday you do push for the cockatrice fight. Your first dive.
Yeah, totally. But I still don't know if I should have done that today, because I had way less potion than yesterday. Yeah, I'm happy I didn't push it, but I don't know if I should have.
A lot of free turns here for Nashlax. He's gonna start swinging. Actually, an insane amount of free turns. Got up to 32, hitting real hard. Tsunami's gonna take out the Black Mage. Big hits. That's max number of hits. You can't get any more than 32. Ooh, real low. One more punch does it. Oh, just barely the heal. Oh. And that does it, ladies and gentlemen. 210-19. Whew, that Thundaga on the edge of my seat, for sure.
Well then.
Welcome, Nashlax. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello.
Congratulations on your run.
Yeah, so about that run. I'd like to present Exhibit A as to why I don't believe that the warrior up top having a 50% hit chance is actually true.
Yeah, there was that one guy. One of your mages just kind of attracted everything.
Oh my... he died 21 times during the run. Seven before it even got to Earth Cave.
Oh yeah.
And then just couldn't get the health rolls either.
No. But it wasn't it's not like health that I'm not used to running, but for some reason, this guy, this mage, he just thought he was the warrior. He wanted to be the warrior. But GG's, that was a fun run, honestly. Until 7th try Lich, I was having a good time, and after that, it was just suffer.
Yeah, Lich kind of set you behind, and then it was very close throughout. Tiamat, I think you took a couple deaths as well, whereas
Yeah.
Preucheu did get first try Tiamat.
It was 7 try Lich, third try Tiamat. Then for some reason Lich 2 just the only thing he did was actually like swipe the mage that got hit the entire time in the face. Just to send a message.
But mages just have punchable faces.
Yeah.
I believe Preucheu also had a mage like that named Nashlax. Took a lot of deaths.
So that's the curse. That's what happened.
Yeah. I think that's a curse, really.
a tough chaos as well. A lot of rough first turns, but we saw you try to throw some high potions on your black mages. Do you do that often?
Not necessarily, but this run definitely needed all the help it could get. It was after I got 9 consecutive like high damage rolls from Tiamat 1, I was like, I'm gonna have to play this super careful, super safe, because any weird shenanigans from any of the bosses will instantly kill me. Heck, even Merilith 1 killed Bink, the black mage. Merilith 1 killed my mage. This was something else. But honestly, like apart from that, it was a good time. I was just like crying for 2 hours on stream. That's basically been it.
Yeah, certainly a good time right up until Chaos, and then Chaos does what Chaos will do to you.
Always. But honestly, Chaos wasn't that bad this time around. Like that's kind of like the usual like shenanigans that you should expect from Chaos. He didn't even cast Flare once. He was actually pretty kind and pretty tame for my standards.
Yeah, you like to haste early in a lot of your fights, but did manage that last one without it. So good for that one.
Yeah, that one definitely clutched it out because my monk definitely got punched in the face. I believe that actually... Huh?
You were neck and neck for the rest of the race, though. I want to keep that in mind. It was a real close race the whole time.
Yeah, I looked at the stream for like the first 30 minutes, and I wasn't the only one with bad luck early on, for sure.
Yeah, the start was... wow.
Your first 20 minutes were awful.
Oh, yeah. After 30 minutes of race, I was like 12 minutes behind my PB, something like that. It was...
Yeah. Oh, that was yeah. I think this race, like in particular, shows you like how volatile Overrun can be, and like how like massive swings can happen at any point during the run. Because I was like at 2 different points, I was ahead of my like tournament PB, and it ended up being like 10 minutes behind my tournament PB. So it can go either way. Like that is the nature of the game. That's the nature of FF1. But it's very nice to be able to restart a fight really fast.
Yeah.
Well, we are approaching the end of the tournament. Do either of you have any races left?
Yeah, I have a meme race against Trinton sometime. I think it's gonna happen like after this. I'm not sure.
Preucheu, your end of your run?
Yeah, it was my my last run.
Yeah, you actually won the group, didn't you?
I don't think so. No, I think Claude is.
Oh yeah, because yeah, I won from Claude and Claude won over you. So Claude won the group and then you were second, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on the second place then. Any thoughts on your experience in the tournament as a whole, Preucheu?
But I'm happy to be in the tournament. I mean, I wanted to get back to the game at some point, so it was a good excuse. And yeah, it's great. People are great. I mean, we had fun with Nashlax before the race. We sent 2 messages at the same time, saying the same thing. It was fun.
Yeah, we were in sync. The game wasn't, but we were definitely in sync.
We were synced at the beginning with bad luck.
Yeah.
But yeah, the tournament is great. Thanks for everyone that organized, commentate, and playing.
Yeah, we still have some final matches coming up soon to actually determine the winner. But I like to like shout out the Discord as well. Like that's basically where it all got managed and all got put together. It's been a massive help for like everyone picking it up as well. I think during this tournament alone, we've had 5 runners who've gotten into the game over the last 6 weeks, which was really good to see. And they've like gotten their times down to like around the 2-hour mark. I think 2 or 3 of them even beat the 2-hour mark already. It's they've been showing crazy promise, and I very much love it.
It has been a wonderful tournament, a wonderful experience for me as well, and it's just been great watching both of you race. It was an honor to commentate for both of you. Thanks for a great show. Thanks to everybody in chat for coming and watching as well. Be sure you join the Discord. Be sure you follow both of these racers. Follow me too as well. But for sure, Nashlax, last thoughts on the race today? Anything else you'd like to say?
I think this was like a really good showcase of like the full, how bad a run can swing like in either direction, and how well you can come back from a bad run. Because even though Preucheu had a abysmal start, he got a sub 2. Like that is insane. That is really, really cool to see, and that just shows you like it's a good game to do no resets on as well, because it just shows you like how well you can come back from a deficit, and how many things you can learn every time again. And my route is like the newbie route that I've been like refining and actually been making a full-on guide for. And it's basically done at this point. Maps are drawn and everything, so I'm gonna make like an actual tutorial % run and just add that to the Discord and add that to the speedrun archive as well. So if people want to pick it up, should be up in less than a week.
I certainly look forward to that. Preucheu, as our winner, last thoughts.
I'm hungry. That's what I say.
That's quite a thought. Thanks everybody for watching. We hope you have a great day, a great meal, and we'll see you at the next race.
That bombshell will go.
Excellent.